Hey guys, and this is Emergency Gear Reviews, and I'm coming back to you with a review on the Biolite camp stove and the Biolite portable grill. Now, later on in the video, I do have a demonstration of this, and I'm going to try to keep the actual review under 5 minutes, but I don't know if I can do that or not. So if you don't like to listen to these kind of talking reviews and you just like to see stuff go, you can feel free to skip ahead on the video. But anyway, getting down to the review. Alright, so here you have the stove. It's really compact, as you can see right here. The power thing just sits right in the actual burn chamber of the stove when it's cool, mind you. And this little rod right here just inserts right into there, and then you've got the port for where the fan blows into, as well as this cool looking heat grate. Everything's stainless steel. You've got these legs that are riveted on the bottom, and I honestly don't like rivets personally because for a DIY fix, doesn't make things so easy. But if the rivets ever broke, I wouldn't see why you couldn't use just screws and bolts and washers and things. So, you know, just an idea for any of you who may or may not have broken off the legs. You have a nice little rubber foot right in here. One thing to note, if you're kind of a pretty boy with your stuff, I probably wouldn't recommend this stove too much because it doesn't stay that pretty from compared to when you actually get it in the box. But if that kind of stuff doesn't bother you, I am to some extent. I throw my power thing in a plastic bag when I put it in the burn chamber. That's beside the point. So as you can see, got the little foot right here. So you just kind of stick this right in there, and then that just sits in that foot. And then you fold this leg right up. That locks it right in, and then you fold these right out, and the stove just sits there. And it's really light, weighing in at 1 pound, and I found that to be accurate on this one personally. In the top there, you can see that you've got all the holes on the bottom, middle, and top, so you get a really fuel efficient fire. It's important to build your fire under that so it charges the thing pre. So yeah, right there you can see the fan's not actually attached, so a little bit of air does escape, but not much. And then right on the front here, you've got the beating heart of the whole operation. You've got the heat sinks and air intake at the top right there, and you've got a power button and a mode selector button right there, and you also have a USB right there to charge your items off the heat of the fire. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of this technology on this stove. So basically right here, the point of these heat sinks, not only for the protection of the electrical components right in here, but the heat sinks are made so the one side of the thermoelectric generator is cool and the other side is supposed to be hot. The bigger the heat difference, the more power that is essentially produced. When you turn this on, initially if there's no fire, you can't really turn it on to high. Also, if there is a fire and you try turning it off, it'll automatically turn itself back on to protect the power thing right there. And also, it will turn itself off automatically, so that's a pretty cool feature also. You've got two lights here. You've got a low light and a high light, as well as a USB indicator light that is orange when you can't charge and it turns green when you can. I'm just going to quickly turn this on right here. As you can see, you got those lights right there, and you got the thing blowing right there. So it works really good. Now that's about the gist of the stove. Here we have Biolite's newest accessory, the portable grill. It's pretty awesome, but it's not going to be something you want to put in your pack, weighing in at 1.8 pounds. And you know, it's good. It's going to be good for car camping, backyard grilling, like anything like that. But otherwise, for bug out bags and things, honestly, probably wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, it works pretty good. They got this awesome cutting board and also cover, so if you were cooking on it and wanted to package it up, and you've got this thing right here so none of the ashes get out. So you just undo this right here, and you just pop the top right off here. Set that over there, and here's the actual grill. You've got a fuel input lid right there, so you don't have to move the grill or the food, and it also separates for easy cleaning into 3 separate parts. The actual bottom piece of the grill, the flame spreader and lid, and then the top grill piece that you actually grill on. Now, believe it or not, I've actually used this thing quite a bit, and it held up really well as far as cleaning went. Just simply because it's really easy to clean. Everything's stainless steel. One thing to note that I'm going to throw at you quick, I know I'm going over my time here, is right here the welds were kind of crappy and they actually broke. And so I actually had to screw and bolt those in. So it's not my typical likeness for Biolite quality. But like I said, it was a pretty easy fix when you get your mind going. So in the end it did work out. So if you want to get it out, all you have to do is set your stove on somewhere level and fire up the stove first before putting the grill on top. Once you got that hot and going, pull out these legs that lock in place. Set this on top. Okay guys, so I've just gone ahead and started up the fire already. I just tried out these little Coleman things and they actually work pretty good. As you can see, that they jumpstart the fire really good. They're totally self-contained. So what you do is you start the fire first with the stove. As you can see right here, I got the fan on high just to get everything jump-started. And once it gets going, then you stick the grill on top. I've got my fuel right over there, and the hot dogs, that's what I'll be grilling today. As you can see, we got the fire going now. We can put it on a bit of a lower setting. We just take our grill, got the legs folded out. There we go. And you need to get a pair of metal tongs. I haven't grabbed mine yet, but I'm just going to throw a bit more in here so it doesn't go out on me. I love this this raised fuel chamber. It works really slick. Okay guys, so I'm back. Got my pliers. So you're supposed to leave the stove on a low position. As you can see, there's two lights. The top one's orange and the bottom one's green. Green indicates that we're allowed to charge. And I will charge something to give you a demonstration, but as you can see, we're going pretty good with our fuel. I'm just going to throw a little bit more in there, some hardwood, so it doesn't go out on me midway. Alright guys, so as you can see right there, the bottom light's green and the grill's still heating up. And when you cook with the grill, I'm just going to say this again, just leave your fan on low. Alright, so you got that plugged in. Okie dokie. So we're going to start off with some hot dogs. What I find with this grill is that the shorter pieces of wood that are hardwood last longer than the longer cut pieces of wood. I'm not sure why, but it just does. That's just the way it is. As you can see, we got a really good fire going there. Now this part of the grill is the colder zone and that part is the hotter zone, so you're going to have to flip your food every once in a while like this so that it gets distributed, you know, evenish. Yeah, so another thing to note is that when you're cooking like a bit more greasy food, like a burger or something, all that stuff will go and burn right out in the stove, and it won't make a mess inside the stove either. Like, it will just burn out. Nice and toasted. I'm gonna have a bite of that. Make you guys hungry. Oh, hot. Aside from the minor factory defect from it, I'm pretty impressed. Alright, so I'm just about ready to shut it down. I'm just frying up this last hot dog because there was only one left in the pack, and I thought I may as well not let it go to waste. Anyway guys, this has been Emergency Gear Reviews. Thank you for watching. And by the way, I did get up to 95% on my cell phone. I know I forgot to tell you that back when I was doing this. So just thank you for watching, and comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you later.